Top story at 6 is about a flash of violence in a very public place. Norfolk police are looking into a lunchtime stabbing at MacArhur Center. Wavy.com was first to report this shortly after it happened, and police say the attack began in front of an elevator but ended up in front of the Barnes & Noble store in the mall. Tonight we're getting new details into why, along with more about the two people involved in this. Then on your side's Andy Fox is live at the mall, and Andy, no one expects something like this in such a public place. Tell us what happened.
No one expects something like this to happen. No one expects anything like this to happen, Tom. But what happened was down by the elevator, there was an attack, presumably over a woman. That's what we're being told by police. The victim is now moving this way, and he's bleeding, and there's blood on the railing. There is blood on the ground, and he ends up here. Now, the suspect, believe it or not, actually keeps running, goes into the nearby Radio Shack and gets his phone that was charging. And when he comes out, that's when he gets arrested. A MacArhur Center spokesperson says they've never had an attack like this before. An attack that left blood on the floor. An attack over a woman.
It was about right here on his left shoulder, and his collar was torn, and he had it folded over and was holding on to the wound, trying to stop the blood from coming out. But there was blood that came all the way around from the elevators, all the way down past the Radio Shack, the whole trail.
Carolyn Sweeney knew something was wrong the moment she walked into the mall.
We were walking into the mall and we heard someone yell security, and then we just saw some of the mall people kind of freaking out.
The knife slashing took place here in front of the elevators, but then the victim ran down the mall, leaving blood behind on the second floor hallway in front of several stores. It appears the suspect had been in the Radio Shack, believe it or not, charging his cell phone.
Now, the one that did the stabbing went back into the store to get his phone that was being recharged. And when he came back outside the store, then the two ladies said, "That's him." And the two security guards grabbed him.
The suspect was put in the police cruiser. You can see him there in the back seat. He will be charged with malicious wounding. For a young family, though, a disturbing day at the mall.
And out of all the times we've been here, I've never had a situation like this before. But it is quite shocking. But I will say that the security guards, the police officers were there, very quickly.
No one expects something like this to happen, but this is what the witnesses were telling us, that the police were questioning the suspect right here before they would take him down to the police cruiser that you saw in the video there. But this is where this was happening, and then the suspect was sitting right here, and the victim was also nearby, and again, believed that they both knew each other, and they were having this argument over a woman, and the suspect and the woman were both taken down to Police Operations Center. She is not being charged, but he is being charged with malicious wounding, and the victim was taken to the hospital with very non-life-threatening injuries. That's the latest here from MacArhur Center. And MacArhur Center, they've been given a lot of credit for quick response, and also the Norfolk police responding quickly to get this situation under control. For the people we spoke to, it was very frightening, but the security was out here quickly to make sure that everything was okay. Guys, back to you.
Andy Fox reporting live from downtown Norfolk at a rather surreal-looking area there with what happened this afternoon. Thank you, Andy.